We've already shown you the most unique and unusual people from all over the world. But our world is a big place, and no matter how much we think we've seen, there's always someone out there who completely resets your expectations. And in this video, we're going to prove it to you, because today, we'll show you the 15 strangest people you won't believe actually exist. But before we move on, if you're new here, well then, be sure to smash that subscribe button. All right now, let's begin our list with number 15, Tessa Evans. Tessa was born with Bosma-Arrhenia microphthalmia syndrome, or in short, BAM. It is one of the rarest conditions on Earth, just like her. She has no nose, limited vision, and lacks the brain structures that allow someone to smell. At only 8 days old, doctors placed a tracheostomy tube in her throat so she could breathe safely. When she turned 4, surgeons fitted her with a small 3D printed nose implant. It was tiny and honestly adorable. A larger implant followed later, but repeated infections forced doctors to remove it. Now she is 13 years old and waiting for her another attempt. What she misses most is something most of us never think about: wearing her glasses comfortably again. Through every procedure, her humor never fades. She laughs that not smelling bad odors is actually a perk. Specialists at Great Ormond Street Hospital continue to monitor her progress with cautious optimism. Her parents say she brightens every room she enters. She isn't defined by absence. She's focused on possibility and hope. Number 14, Amare Stover. This 13-year-old boy lives with one of the most severe known cases of neurofibromatosis type 1 that causes tumors to grow internally and externally throughout his body. Some press against his spine, while others form across his face and over his eyes. While chemotherapy slowed the growth for a time, doctors continue checking whether further treatment will be needed. He can't see properly with his right eye, but he still runs around with his cousins and talks endlessly about football. His mother describes him as funny, kind, and full of energy, just like any other kid his age, except his journey has required unimaginable strength. But not everyone is kind. Cruel words have chased him in public. Once, kids at a park called him a monster. He never returned there. And his mom reminded him gently that he is not a monster, he is her son. We're praying that with the chemotherapy and surgeries, he will be able to live his life just like any other normal kid. Number 13, Deborah the T-Rex. Some people tried to reduce Deborah to a nickname. They called her T-Rex, mocking the way her arms look. She didn't choose it. It was natural. She was born with phocomelia, which left them severely underdeveloped. Abandoned at birth, she spent her first 4 years in an orphanage before an American family adopted her and brought her to Washington State. There, she learned independence and joy. She opens doors with her feet, styles her hair, cooks meals, folds laundry, and cradles her child without hesitation. Surgeries weren't optional. At times, bone pushed painfully through her skin and had to be shaved down. The deeper wound came from knowing she had once been left behind. Healing that took years. Today, she's a wife, and a mother, and a creator with a massive following online. When trolls compared her to a dinosaur, she filmed herself wearing tiny T-Rex arms and laughed. Control, she believes, belongs to her. Number 12, Joe DeMio. Joe's life split into before and after in 2018. One night after returning home from work, he fell asleep at the wheel. The crash that followed left him trapped inside a burning vehicle. Nearly 80% of his body was burned. He lost his eyelids, lips, and fingertips. Months passed in a coma while doctors fought to stabilize him. Waking up meant facing a reflection he no longer recognized. Doctors did more than 20 surgeries, including grafts and reconstructive procedures that stretched across years. Then came something unprecedented, a full face and double hand transplant, the first of its kind. The operation lasted over 20 hours and required a massive medical team. Recovery demanded patience measured in inches, not miles. Joe relearned movement, like sensation and expression. Today he shares parts of that journey publicly, lifting weights, spending time with his beautiful girlfriend, rebuilding routines. His story isn't cool or polished, it's ongoing. Survival reshaped him, but resilience defines him. He is a real man. Number 11. Taylor Clement. Taylor was diagnosed with Mobius syndrome, which is a rare neurological condition that affects fewer than 1 in 4 million people. And the disorder paralyzed her facial muscles and altered the development of her limbs. At 11 years old, surgeons attempted a complex procedure designed to give her the ability to smile. But it failed, and the emotional toll was heavy. School became brutal. She was pushed downstairs, mocked relentlessly, kicked and taunted for the way her face looked. For years, she withdrew from the world and avoided public spaces. Then, everything began to change at 20 when she turned toward athletics. A casual attempt at shot put led to a New Zealand record. Soon after, she rose to world number 1 in her classification. Discipline replaced doubt. Strength replaced shame. On social media, her sharp humor and confidence shine brightly. She no longer hides. She calls her face her superpower. Number 10. Yulia Tarasevich. This woman once stood on a pageant stage as a runner-up in Miss Russia International. At 45, the mother of 2 simply wanted to refresh her appearance. Soften a few signs of aging and feel confident. She chose a well-known clinic and paid around $4,000 for a facelift, eyelid surgery, and cheek fat removal. What followed changed everything. After the procedures, she couldn't fully close her eyes. Her smile no longer moved naturally. Her upper lip refused to lift. Complications grew so severe that emergency surgery was needed to protect her vision. The surgeons suggested an underlying medical condition. Yulia rejected that explanation, insisting she had been healthy before entering the clinic. Since then, she has spent nearly $40,000 attempting corrective procedures. Investigations continue while the doctors deny wrongdoing. Beauty is no longer part of her goal. She speaks now about accountability, about trust, and about wanting something heartbreakingly simple: the ability to smile without pain. Number 9. Jade and Todd. Jade and Todd's relationship challenges expectations before either of them speaks. Jade is 3 feet 2 and uses a wheelchair. Todd is 5 feet 9 and identifies as non-binary. They met online, married in 2017, and are raising their growing family together. Their son Jera is preparing to become a big brother as they await their second child. Social media has not always been kind. Strangers have made inappropriate comparisons and questioned Todd's gender identity with blunt hostility. Jade has heard assumptions that reduce her to something she is not. They answer criticism with consistency rather than outrage. Daily life looks ordinary in the best way. Todd reaches high shelves. Jade navigates with confidence. Parenting decisions are shared. Todd did not identify as non-binary when they first met, but open conversations strengthened their bond rather than weakened it. Jade documents their journey publicly, choosing visibility over silence. Well, their family is super unconventional to some, but entirely authentic to them. At number 8. Valdier Segato. Valdier became known worldwide as the Brazilian Hulk, but strength was never the full story. Size was. After overcoming drug addiction in his 20s, he redirected that intensity toward reshaping his body. Traditional training felt too slow. He turned to synthol, an injectable oil that expands muscle volume without increasing real strength. The results were immediate and dramatic. His arms swelled past 23 inches, drawing crowds online and off. Doctors repeatedly warned him about the risks, including infection, nerve damage, and worse. Concern rarely slowed him. recognition mattered more. Some followers admired the spectacle, others watched with discomfort. The attention kept building. On his 55th birthday in 2022, Valdier died after experiencing shortness of breath. No official cause tied directly to synthol was confirmed, but few could separate the two in conversation. His life remains a complicated reflection on image, of validation, and how far someone might go chasing transformation at any cost. Number 7. Connie Culp. In 2004, Connie survived a shooting that destroyed much of her face. The attack left her without her nose, parts of her cheeks, one eye, and the roof of her mouth. Years followed where eating required a straw, and a prosthetic nose had to be attached with adhesive. Public spaces became overwhelming. In 2008, after more than 30 reconstructive procedures, she became the first person in the U.S. to receive a partial face transplant. The surgery restored function before appearance. She could chew solid food again. She could speak more clearly. She could smile without mechanical assistance. Recovery was complex and lifelong, involving powerful medications and constant monitoring. Connie spoke openly about the fear and the adjustment, often using humor to soften difficult memories. She never framed the transplant as vanity. It was survival. She died in 2020, leaving behind a legacy defined less by tragedy than resilience. Number 6. Texi and Anna. Texi and Anna learned quickly that strangers always have opinions. Texi stands 3 feet 6 inches tall, and that alone invites intrusive questions. Anna often hears the worst of it. People ask how she can be with someone who looks so small, as if love must fit a visual standard. They stopped entertaining those comments long ago. Their focus is on their life together. And the couple is engaged, planning a wedding that feels true to them. Finding a dress has been its own adventure. Texi worried gowns would overwhelm her frame or require endless alterations. Still, she kept trying until she found something that felt right. When they first shared their relationship publicly, backlash followed. It hasn't completely disappeared. What remains stronger is their commitment. They choose visibility over silence. Whether wedding plans are finalized or still unfolding, they move forward side by side, shaping a future defined by respect and pure love. Number 5. Justin Jedlicka. Justin doesn't hide behind subtlety. Known as the human Ken doll, he has transformed his body into something sculpted and deliberately artificial. His first surgery was a rhinoplasty at 18. That single procedure opened the door to hundreds more. Over the years, he has undergone more than 1,000 cosmetic enhancements, including custom-designed implants in his chest, shoulders, and arms, back, abs, and calves. Natural was never the goal. Precision and exaggeration were. Justin treats his body like a design project, something to refine and reimagine without apology. He sketches implant concepts himself, working closely with surgeons to create shapes that do not exist in standard catalogs. Critics question his mental health and accuse him of promoting distorted beauty standards. He rejects that framing entirely. To him, this is authorship, ownership, and art in 3 dimensions. He insists he isn't chasing perfection. He's building a version of himself that feels intentional, futuristic, and unmistakably his. Number 4. Becca Cloud. Becca Cloud was born with Vader syndrome, which is basically a super rare cluster of birth differences that left her with a curved spine and standing 4 feet 7 inches tall. Her body has endured more than 30 surgeries. None of them convinced her to live quietly. She became a yoga teacher, an aerial artist, and someone who trusts her body enough to hang from silks high above the ground and let gravity become part of the performance. Growing up meant enduring stares and careless comments, but shrinking herself was never the answer. Movement became rebellion. Balance became therapy. Strength came slowly, built through repetition and patience. Online, she shares her routines and reflections without turning them into spectacle. Her message feels simple but hard-earned. Your body is still yours, and even when it looks different from what people expect. Worth isn't measured in symmetry. Becca isn't chasing perfection. She's choosing presence, showing what power looks like when it's honest and suspended mid-air. Number 3. Buddy, the masked face. Buddy lives with Nablus syndrome, one of the rarest genetic conditions ever recorded. Fewer than 15 people worldwide are known to have it, and he was only the 3rd diagnosed. His eyes are unusually small, limiting his vision. But his fingers cannot fully straighten. As a child, his speech was difficult to understand, even after multiple surgeries. Growing up meant enduring stares that lingered too long and laughter that cut deep. He knew he looked different, and for a while, that difference felt isolating. Instead of retreating, he chose visibility. On social media, he shares workouts, daily routines, and honest reflections without turning his story into spectacle. His mother calls him a warrior. His trainer said he earned respect on the first day they met. Buddy continues working with doctors, including his physician, hoping for gradual improvements in vision and speech. He doesn't demand miracles. He asks for the chance to keep showing up fully. Number 2. Helena the Mermaid. Helena was 14 when she learned the name Charcot-Marie tooth disease. Gradually, nerve damage limited her mobility until walking became impossible. Losing that independence carried quiet grief. Years later, as a physiotherapist suggested swimming as therapy, and it changed all. In the pool, weight vanished, and movement returned in a different form. She found mermaiding and felt something click. The costume was playful, but the freedom was real. Helena the Mermaid emerged from that discovery. Her husband supports every performance and photo shoot, seeing her strength rather than limitation. Not everyone responds kindly. A nurse once questioned why he would marry her. Online critics are harsher. She blocks them and keeps building. Her business has grown enough to create a backyard lagoon where children meet her in shimmering tales. She has invested thousands into custom designs. She knows the disease will progress. Even so, she insists the identity remains. Mermaid first, everything else second. Number 1. Nathan's condition is so rare that doctors never officially named it. Some began calling it Nyan syndrome simply because they didn't know what else to write. And the right side of his face did not develop like the left. He was born without a nose or jaw and underwent reconstructive surgery at just 2 weeks old, using a rib to help build both. His right eye is prosthetic, though most people never realize it unless he decides to show them. By now, he has endured more than 30 surgeries. Instead of shrinking from attention, he leans into it. He jokes with friends, sometimes popping out his eye just to watch their reactions. Social media gave him a platform, and confidence followed. He's in college, earning honors, staying active, pushing forward. Growing up wasn't gentle. Rejection happened. Stares lingered. Still, he says he wouldn't trade his face for another. It shaped him into exactly who he is. Hope you found this video inspiring. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you soon.